Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to color grade a music video in Final Cut Pro. Now some of these concepts will work for other softwares, but we're looking at Final Cut Pro today for music videos specifically. Now, first off, I want to go over the technical side of things, and then I want to go over some concepts when you're coloring your music video, tips, tricks, things that I've learned, concepts to look out for. So the first half will be the how-to, the second half will be more of the philosophy of it all. All right, now I've got this song "Bout It." I did this a couple months ago with the rapper ICEBIRD. I'll link that below. You won't be able to hear the video in this track because I don't want to get flagged or anything. Yeah, we've got his music video here. I've got this one long scene that I really like this angle. I really like the color. I'm going to show you how to create that look. Now check it out. There's only two settings you need: a color wheels and a LUT. Now, if you're a color grader, whatever, you probably hate this part because this is a terrible way to color grade. This is like technically really bad, but it is far and away the quickest way to get a really good look for your music video. So I would definitely encourage you to hunt down some LUTs. There's free ones online. There is paid ones. I would definitely recommend the sample package from TROPIC color. That's what I got. That's a lot of the LUTs I use. It's like a $50 sample package. I'll link that below, and that will allow you to get a ton of LUTs and other really cool video effects that help with music videos or any kind of video projects you might have. Okay, so why LUTs? The interesting thing about LUTs is you can mess around with the color wheels and all these color grading tools, but a LUT will take information from a camera and make it look cool. Like, that's the job of a LUT. It's taking raw information and then making it look cool. And I say raw, maybe that's not the best word to use, but log might be a better word. Now, if you're not shooting log, I would highly recommend that. There's have a camera that shoots 10-bit log footage, because that's going to be really important in what we're doing here. So this is what the log footage looks like. It means there's no saturation, there's no contrast, it's super flat, but that gives us a lot of room to work with to make a really cool look. So 10-bit log footage, critical. This was shot on a Sony FX30 with a Sigma 16mm 1.4 lens. We're looking at this clip. We got to get this looking like it did before, or however you want your look. First off, the easy one, color wheels. Doesn't do a whole lot, because the real work comes in at the LUT. Drop it in that LUT. This is the Tropic Color Era LUT, and that really pushes our image. Now, the setting the color wheels, that's kind of an important thing. So if we turn this off, this is what that LUT would have done to our raw log image. I use the word raw. It's not raw footage, but it is unaffected footage, right? This is not a cinematic look that I want to go for. The color wheels are what make that difference. So color wheels before the LUT really affect the information to make it that cinematic look. So I'll drop in a new color wheels before our LUT, not after, because again, like, we want to limit the highlights and shadows. The LUT will like keep those in a certain good boundary, and we just want to tweak the input a little bit to make it look even more cinematic. Okay, so check it out. We want to drop down our contrast a little bit. We'll do that by lowering our shadows here. Already, this is a good look. I also want to drop our highlights a little bit so the LUT will get some more details in the sky. You can see that's really coming through there, but obviously I want to see his face, so finding a good balance, that might be it. I want to generally boost contrast just a little bit, and I want to make it warm. This is like an industrial setting, so like having this kind of warm, almost like the Mexico look. If you watch like Breaking Bad or something, it's always like super kind of yellow and hot looking. That's what Mexico is apparently to TV color graders. So we'll turn up that temperature a little bit, and I want to get a little bit more of that green tinge in the lows. And then maybe a little bit more yellow in the highs. I'll put some blues in the mids to kind of counterbalance all that. See if I boost that, pull down the lows. And I like that. It's that easy. get a color grade. All you need is a LUT. This is Era from Tropic Color, and this color wheels here. Put that on there. It's a quick way to grade your music video footage. Okay, so I taught you how to technically do it, but before you go out to Final Cut Pro, check this out. The one thing that I would really stress when color grading is understanding what your color is saying about the story. So even though we don't really conceptualize story with like a hip hop music video, it is saying something. Like all the scenes say something. The edits say something. His movements say something. There is some sort of story being told. And we could break down other music videos, but just the fact that you want to watch it all, there's something being portrayed in these videos, right? So in this one in particular, now it's an industrial setting. He has, some luxury items on. It's probably something nicer than a Rolex, if I remember correctly. I know his shoes are like $650 shoes. So like there's this dichotomy of luxury in an industrial setting or in an urban environment. Super common in hip hop, and super like palatable as well. So to pair with that, like what colors would I associate with that? And that's why, going back to the Mexico thing, like these color graders have a certain look for what Mexico looks like, even though that is nothing like Mexico. It's just something that we associate. The warmth of the colors with the heat, like those yellow tones, it must be hot out, which must be Mexico. That's kind of the only thing that's indicative of that color grade. So with that, what are we looking for here? I kind of want a little bit more contrast, something really like that punches through, that allows kind of like this luxury look to punch through in like a more dilapidated environment. I want something really clean. I want something really, really polished, because I think that balances out these things we're looking at. I also do want like that kind of heat look that you get in the Mexico. That's why I push the yellows and the warmth here a little bit, almost like the heat of summer kind of feel. You could also argue that you should do it cool if I pulled it like this. But honestly, his skin tones are so warm. This just looks like a kind of like a commercial to me. It like feels super flat. It's cinematically works, but it's more like a I don't know, something else. It doesn't say the same thing. So that's why I prefer this look. Anyway, you have any questions? Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think this looks good? Do you think whatever? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you on the next one.